Andy, it's been a busy few days at Highbury. Can you give us an update on the latest?
Yes, there has been a lot going on at Highbury over the past week, 10 days. We've had a manager exit, we've had an interim manager put in place, and now we have had our captain Paul Coutts depart today for Salford. The situation with Couttsy is he's at a stage in his career whereby he needs the security of a longer term contract. His contract is up with us in the summer. We are not in a position to offer him the security that he desires. Therefore, he leaves with a real thank you. I think he's been an outstanding player for the club. But we also have an abundance of midfield players. And what we've got to do, we've got to look to the future. I thought Sam Finley was outstanding when he came on the other night. We all know how good Jordan Rossiter is. Callum Camps has been exceptional this season. And we cannot play everybody. So thank you very much, Paul Coutts. You've been an absolute pleasure to have at the club, and good luck at Salford.
A couple of players left the club today, including Sam Stubbs.
Yes, that's correct. Sam Stubbs has also left the club. Sam is a player who we signed, who hasn't really had a chance to really make that much impact, given his limited appearances. Been very unfortunate getting injured, but another really good young player who I think will go on to have a very successful career, but he needs first team football. And given Callum Connolly, Charlie Mulgrew, and we've got Harrison Holgate and James Hill, we've also got big futures. So Sam has also gone.
And on Jay Mateta?
Yeah, Jay Mateta has left the football club for very different reasons. In as much as Jay has got a big future at Fleetwood, Jay is going to be a tremendous footballer, but he just needs first team football. So what we have to do, it's quite obvious that we've got too many players really in the first team squad right now. We've got to trim it, we've got to give regular football to the lads that we have. It's unfair on somebody like Jay to be an unused substitute and to be sometimes not even making the squad. We want to see how good he is out at League Two, playing week in, week out, and then we can take stock and hopefully get him into the first team starting next season.
And what's the latest on the managerial situation?
The manager's situation is I could describe it as fluid. Wilesy, as I've said previously, is an exceptional young coach who will go on and again be a really successful manager. And we are just taking things a day at a time. I will always do what I consider to be in the best interest of the football club. That has to be my number one priority. And there's big calls to make, and I'll consult the people whose opinions I really respect. And a decision will be made at some point in the very near future. That's what we're going to do. Time will tell on that one.
And with all the exits, you're expecting some new faces to arrive?
Yes, there will be new faces arriving. It may be today, it may be tomorrow. We got Kyle Vassell in last week. Been really impressed with Kyle. He looks to have pace, awareness, and an eye for goal, playing people in also. So Kyle came in at the end of last week. Hope to have somebody in before weekend. If it's not going to be before weekend, early part of next week, we should have some fresh blood in, and we can then work hard to push our way up the table.
But one positive is the return of the goalkeepers.
Yes, we've got Alex Cairns and Joel Coleman back competing for the first team shirt. Alex is fully fit, and my understanding is he will go straight in on Saturday. Joel is slightly behind him, but Joel will be, I'm sure, fighting really, really hard to compete with Alex to show he's the number one goalkeeper. We're very privileged to have two outstanding goalkeepers at the football club, and time will tell as to who plays week in, week out, but a real blessing to have two of such outstanding quality.
Finally, what's your message to the fans?
I think supporters need to bear in mind that our fixtures have been tough. We played Hull away and we played Portsmouth, and we delivered two really good performances, and they were narrow defeats, really narrow defeats, 20 seconds from the end of the game at Hull, and narrow defeat at home to Portsmouth. I think everybody accepts the first half at Milton Keynes was not good enough. There was individual errors that cost us goals, and we missed chances. And we cannot do that week in, week out, but we're all working hard, we're pulling in the same direction, and we know what we're doing. I've done this for 16 years, the people around me have done it for a long time. We'll be back to winning ways very, very soon. And I believe in the squad that we've got, and I believe that with an injection of quality, we can still make those playoffs. So stick with us, and let's get back to winning ways.